Alright, good afternoon to you. Welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi y'all. This is going to be our first shave of 2020. This is actually the third because, I was off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But I decided to go ahead and shave because I go back to work in the morning. I'm just going to go ahead and shave this afternoon. And that way I got time for the video to upload because me and this iPhone is still fighting over uploading videos. Oh well, it'll be okay. So I was drinking me a little Cafe Du Monde and got to thinking, yeah, need to do that shave so we got time to upload it. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking to myself, I said, self, we need to do that shave. So here we are. Well, first things first, let's turn the overhead bin off. Probably should have done that before we started. Hopefully you've been able to hear anything I've said. So, I know this mic picks up stuff. So anyway, not going to edit videos. I'm not going to go back and start over. This is going to be what I call a tostacular shave. 3/4 of what I'm using is involved with toast somehow. I've got Sen Sen soap from Vintagelife, Dan. And he made the morning toast, you may remember. Now this has been packaged in a Ziploc bag ever since I got it in. This will be my first use of it. I believe it's the same soap base. Pretty sure it's the same soap base as the morning toast. Just a different scent. And this is longer to cure because it's been just sitting in a bag in the cabinet back here and has cured. So we're going to see how it does. We've got the limited edition toast brush. Again, JR and Tom White teamed up on it. It is a synthetic brush. Should work really well. I am not as big a fan of synthetic brushes I one time thought I was going to be. I've already talked about that before, and there we go. So we're going to use the TNNSER 3D, obviously, if we're going to use something that's associated with toast. This razor was, of course, designed by T. White. Originally was machined in stainless, and then it came up with how to print it, 3D print it. And this one was 3D printed. JR had it printed, several of them. We all went through him, and then he cleaned them up to make them where there's just these wonderful shaving razors. You do a little file work, I understand, on where the cap slides into the base and everything, so that everything does right. But obviously this one does. Now I will say, to start with, I don't know the blade that's in here. I am not 100% sure how many shaves it has on it. Looks like it's a Pile Super. It shouldn't have that many shaves on it because, I haven't done a whole lot of shaves with the thing. More because I've got more than a million razors, I guess. I don't know. I got a bunch of razors. So anyway, it all goes back together, and then you simply just slide the lid up on it once everything is lined up. Get everything lined up good. And then on goes the lid cap, and it just slides up into place just like that. It's easier to do it down when you're looking at it than to try to hold it up and do it. So anyway, everything looks all nice and lined up, and I always need to check that no matter what razor you're using to be sure everything is lined up and everything looks like it is lined up. So since we're using a synthetic brush, there's absolutely no need to soak the brush, so we didn't bother with that. But we're going to do our little prep thing here, which is of course wipe with a warm rag. Like we need to trim the old goatee up. I'll probably do that before work in the morning. That way I don't go back to work looking all hurly-gurly. All right, got that all worked up. Like I said, this is my first use of this soap. But it's not my first use of a Vintagelife One a Day soap, because I'm sure this is the same soap base as they have with the morning toast. Got a really nice, the Sen Sen scent, the black licorice, anise, whatever scent. It's still really nice in this one. And I wanted to let this one sit and cure a while. I instantly started using the morning toast. You've seen several shaves with it over the last year. I don't remember exactly when we got these. I'd have to go look because I don't remember things like that. Never have, probably never will. My dad can remember dates and things happening and where he was and what was. I've never developed that talent. Even though you would think as a security person I would have some of that, and I guess I do. I remember things from work sometimes, but not dates and how long we've been since this and that and the other. And that's not part of what I remember. All right, so we're gonna get some soap loaded up here. Wonderful smelling. And work it up. Now this is, I'll go before I put it, let you look at this side. Like I said, it's several days worth of growth here. We're gonna get it going and add a little more water to it. All right. So lathering up nicely. Remember, we're not looking for buttercream. We're not looking for cake icing here. Nothing like that. We're just looking for a nice slick layer to get the hair cut. What we're after. All righty. That feels nice. Got a nice scent to it. Working it nice. We'll add a little more water to it. Be sure we're not clogging razors up and stuff. You don't want it too thick because you're going to clog your razor all up. But you don't want it too thin. It needs to be dense. Almost like clown paint. What a lot of people say, your ladder looks like clown paint. Okay, well, I'm okay with that. That's not a problem. All right, well, here we go. Let's see if we're going to have to do an immediate blade change or not. Sometimes that happens because I don't... So I want you to listen to something. I'm going to quit talking for just a minute. Listen to this thing. How do you like that sound? I'm telling you, that is nice, ain't it? Blade's just fine, by the way. Little skin stretching helps out, never hurts. And after one pass, check this out. Check how nice that looks after just one pass. Look at it. Look at it right there. Hey, like that. I like it with peas and carrots. Go under the chin here and get that little area that grows different from the rest of the under my neck here. Such a great shaving razor, such a great shaving design. First shave of 2020. So how's 2020 starting for you? Mine's starting pretty good. Mine's starting off with 3 days off. I finally made my year at the plant. So I got my vacation time up. Fuzzy got a raise coming. And so on the work front, life is good. Now we did a lot of work to get there, didn't we? A lot of extra shifts, a lot of called in short notice shifts, a lot of shifts strung together to make long weeks, and one time even a whole month we went without a day off. But that's just how it is sometimes. Now I'm not going to go back and put more soap on. I don't think we need, especially for a second round. Dan's soap, and I think he did a video on how he makes soaps, if I remember correctly. You go Vintagelife here on YouTube, and these very, very nice feeling soap. And with this razor doing its job so well, it is just such a pleasure to knock off 3 days worth of growth. Look at that. Some people like them nice long strokes. All right, I can do those with this razor. And we're going to come across here on our against the grain. Yes, indeed. Boy, it feels a whole lot better. I let the beard grow for several days to give a razor something to work on a lot of times, especially when I'm off work. But it always feels good to get a nice shave going on. All right, let's go ahead and rinse this off. Look at that. What do you think? I like it. That's what I think. So, what are you going to do different in 2020? Me? I figure not a lot. If 2020 goes as good as 2019 did, I ain't going to complain. It was an okay decade, and it was definitely a good year. Last couple of years, I don't see any need to complain and want a whole lot of changes. But, there we go. Look at that. We went from all that 3-day or whatever it is growth, maybe be a little bit more than 3 days, down to all nice and smooth. Thanks to the TNNSER 3D and the Sen Sen soap by Dan, Vintagelife. Very good soap. Now, can I tell any difference between this that I let cure and the one that I've been using? I don't think so. Not me. Maybe I'm not sophisticated enough. Like I've said before, I've got pretty much, cast iron skin. So little nuances sometimes escape me on stuff. But so I really can't tell the difference between what I let sit and cure and what I went ahead and started using. They're both good. I really enjoy using a product from somebody like that I say someone I know. I realize that I've never met him. It's just an online thing through the forum and YouTube, but still it's someone that I'm acquainted with. And I love using products like that, people I know. So there we go, a tostacular January shave. First shave of 2020. It is, like I said, the 3rd of January, so I didn't do it on New Year's Day. Sue me. But, oh wait a minute, we're going to have some more of that. That Cafe du Monde is just at the right temperature. That's good. We're going to finish up today. There's no one over there making aftershave, so we're going to use Clubman. Well, actually, we're using Lustre Coachman, which is the same thing as Clubman, Pinal Clubman. So I don't see any difference in it at all. Woo. So now we stinking more better, and we're probably looking more better, and we're definitely feeling more cleaner. There we go. So that's my first shave of 2020. Hope your new year is starting out right. The new decade too, right? Start out the 2020s. We finished the 2010s. Not so bad at all, huh? Not so bad at all. So I hope you'll continue to join me through the year. We'll have some more videos and rant about a few things probably and talk about a few things. If there's something you'd like me to rant about or give my thoughts on the subject, be sure to pass that along to me. Also, something a shave you'd like to see. I always say if there's something you'd like to see used that you've seen in the past or just something you're curious about. I either have it probably or something similar to it, or I know somebody that does. So anyway it goes, let old Fuzzy know. We'll hook you up. All right, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shaves to you. And Happy New Year from Fuzzy.